hi to everybody, Pumpkin. It's so hard to position a camera on your bed. Okay, so today you guys, I'm gonna talk about all the plants that I have. I have about 8 plants in my room. My mom has about 4 in the living room. Unfortunately, when I came back for college, all of our plants were dead. Also, I can only bring very few to school, so I left all my plants at home with my mom. And we had about 20 plus plants in this house and they all died. I don't know how they died. I have some new plants now that I really love, and all I can do is just proceed on and focus on the future for my babies. So I love being a plant mom, and I love having plants because it just makes me feel at ease sometimes when I'm having a bad day. Bro, people always play loud music driving by my window. It's so annoying. Love planting. I love gardening, mainly because I am lonely. I am single, and this is how I cope with all of that. Also, I don't have many friends in San Jose, so yeah, I talk to my plants and I have dreams about them, and I sound crazy talking about this, so I'm gonna stop. Maybe if you're a new plant beginner, you can get some tricks, some little tricks up my sleeves. Keep watching. This is Jeffrey. Jeffrey is I wrote down the word. Jeffrey is a Dieffenbachia amboena. I probably said that wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. That's why I named it Jeffrey. Jeffrey is my favorite plant, even though he is the smallest plant and the least developed plant. One thing about having indoor plants is that they can be very prone to having insects. Because your plants aren't outside, there are no natural bugs to kill those insects that go in your plants. So yeah, so be careful. You can look up the different types of bugs that there are. I can leave a link down below for that. Just read about that and read about different remedies on how to prevent those bugs. I use Neem oil spray. Okay, so I was editing my video and I realized that I said Neem oil instead of neem oil. This is what I use to prevent bugs. You have to use it very carefully because that can burn your plants, but it seems to work fine for me. Poor Jeffrey. Jeffrey got eaten. They literally ate up all of his roots, and I didn't notice and I didn't care, and I should have cared, and I know Jeffrey is upset with me, but I'm not giving up on Jeffrey, and Jeffrey isn't giving up on me. I am propagating him. Is that the right word? Propagating? I need to replace the water actually today. And he is growing roots. It's been about half a month, and he is growing some healthy roots. I love it. My roommates know that I talk to my plants all the time. I read this thing online that if you talk to your plants, they grow faster and they grow healthier. So I believe in that because I believe spirits are in every living thing on this planet. So talking to a spirit in a nice way can make them grow and maybe make them have a good mood about themselves. I don't know. Also, look at this pot I made for Jeffrey. Once Jeffrey grows roots, he is going in here and it's gonna be so epic. Look at this. It's also Pride Month, so that's why I painted this, and I love it. This is like the best pot I've ever painted. That's like a simple design. This is Lucky Charm. As you can see, I got the name right there. I prevent Lucky Charm from growing too much. He's actually growing a lot. I don't know what type of succulent Lucky Charm is. I've looked it up. I can't find the succulent that he is. I was thinking of Jade Plant, but Jade Plants look totally different. Totally different. So I don't know. If you know what kind of succulent this is, let me know. I want to know like the actual name Lucky Charm is. Just like with Jeffrey, I wait until the soil gets dry, put my finger in there. I actually have a temperature meter that I put in to tell if the soil is moist or not on the inside, and then I just water them. And usually I spray all my plants because it's really hot right now in San Jose, so it's really humid everywhere, so spraying the plants just keeps all of them like lively without me having to water them. And with all my plants, I pretty much do the same care unless I have a peace lily. Peace lilies involve so much care, it's so annoying. That's why mine died. And I water my plants at least once every 2 weeks, all of them. That's what I do. I have a watering schedule. Every Thursday, I water my plants. And if their soil is not dry enough, I wait a little longer. This is by all one of my favorite succulents I've ever owned. It's already growing beautifully. It's like hanging off the edge and it seems to be pretty healthy. I checked inside for bugs. No bugs, and it comes with a little thing, which I don't believe. Honestly, you guys, if your plants have like a little card like this, don't believe them. Just look up how to care for your plant because usually these things lie. The more you interact with your plant, the more you learn about how it likes to be watered and how it likes to be in the sun, then that's a better way to take care of your plant than following one of these. Like, just look up how to take care of specific plants. It's just easier that way. And this is Tigre, El Tigre, like that cartoon El Tigre. You guys remember that cartoon?
This is the story of Manny Rivera, better known as Tigre!
That was a good cartoon. I just woke up and I was like, El Tigre, that's gonna be the name for him. This is my snake plant. This is, what did I name you? Oh, whoa, I haven't even named this plant yet. That is horrible. I'm so sorry. Jimmy. This is Jimmy. Jimmy is a snake plant. These are one of the easiest plants you can own. If you're first getting a plant, this is the one you should get because it can withstand sunlight, indirect sunlight. Okay, wait. Don't put it in direct sunlight. It can uphold in a lot of different weather conditions, which is great. I make sure the soil isn't too moist because with snake plants, the soil gets so clumped together and it's hard for the drainage to get through. So if you're gonna get a snake plant, make sure it has good drainage so water can seep through. I actually got this snake plant the other day, which is really nice. I love snake plants because they produce oxygen if you have enough of them in a room. It's tall and it can grow really tall. So that's also really nice to have. Jimmy, I love you, Jimmy. I love succulents, as you guys can tell. This is my other succulent. This is Charlie. Actually, I got Charlie a couple weeks ago, and Charlie was really small. These past couple weeks, Charlie has grown so much and Charlie is so healthy. We keep him outside though, hanging, because in my room, I don't have too much sunlight. Look at the leaves. Oh, they're so lovely. I don't water Charlie that much actually. He's not a part of my schedule and he's starting to hang down, which is lovely. Oh, that's so nice. This is also another plant that's really easy to care for. We have so many succulents in the front of my house, and we have another one of these which is growing like so much. I forgot the name of this. I think it's an elephant bush succulent. Is that the name? Well, we have an elephant bush succulent in the front, but that's why I named him Charlie. And I got Jimmy, and when I got Charlie, I got them at a plant nursery. All their plants were so well taken care of, but it was so pricey. I'd rather just go to like my Lowe's or Home Depot and get a plant there and take it away from the monstrosity care it's being held for. Home Depot and Lowe's, they don't take care of their plants all the time, from the places I've seen so far. And it makes me so sad when I get to the plant section and they're just burning in the sun and just thirsting for water. It just makes me so upset. So sometimes I go to plant nurseries. That all depends on prices. This is my Jade plant, and I got Jade, which I just named her Jade. So I got Jade at a flea market, and the dude at the counter was so creepy. He wasn't the owner of the store. He was just sitting there, and I was like, oh, like how much is this succulent? Like, are you a succulent? He was like, oh, you're very pretty. And I was just like, oh, thank you, you know, just accepting the compliment. And he was like, come closer. And I was like, no, thank you. And then the owner of the shop actually comes to me and he goes, oh, that's like $5. I was like, thank you. And then some other dude was whispered to me later and he was like, hey man, that's not the owner of the shop. Luckily, I didn't even need to replant this plant. It already has amazing drainage, like water seeps through the bottom like crazy. Actually, because I use rocks, these are rocks from my brother's old fish tank that I had to clean. I had to clean them for like 2 hours because I didn't want dirty old fish water rocks to be on my plants. I have them in a Tupperware. This is Ratchet. This is ZZ, and I need to get a stick and tie all the leaves together because ZZ is growing so much to where ZZ is just flopping over, and she is a ZZ plant. I'm not creative with names at all. I've had ZZ for about 2 years, and ZZ has been through hell. When my green thumb was not developed yet, I would kill all my plants. But I'm so proud and just so happy that ZZ is growing finally. ZZ used to be so short. It's also a really good plant to get when you first get one because they're so easy to take care of. I was just stupid and I didn't know how to take care of plants when I first got plants. But definitely this is one that you should get. It's beautiful, it grows tall, it has so many leaves, and it produces lots of good vibes into the air. And this is another Jeffrey. This is Jeffrey 2.0 because Jeffrey died. But don't tell Jeffrey I said that. Shh, it's say anything. Jeffrey 2.0 just grew another leaf like yesterday. This is his new leaf right here. And Jeffrey 2.0 is so tall. I can tell that this is going to be a plant I'm going to have for a very long time. I finally learned from Jeffrey, original Jeffrey, on how to take care of this plant, and I'm just loving this plant so much. It was $12.98 when I first bought it, and it only had 3 leaves. Now it's just thriving, and I love it so much, and the dirt that I bought it with was already like amazing. Oh my god. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, look at that pattern. It's just so beautiful, and seeing the leaves curl up first and then grow. Like there's one growing right here. Oh, see that little speck right there? This one right here? That is a new leaf growing. So this is Bobby, my other Dieffenbachia type plant. My friend Layla named him because I put a poll on Instagram with different names, and Bobby was the best one. So yeah, this is Bobby, and he's very easy to take care of, very low maintenance. If you first want to buy a plant, this is another one that's great to have. Look at this. And I can see spider webs in it, so I need to handle that later. So that is Scott right there, and he is another snake plant just like Jimmy. This is my rubber plant. This is Alex. I forgot his name for a second. And Alex was only like this tall. Alex only had about 2 leaves. And I bought him as like, he was first sprouting. I bought him at Home Depot. And now Alex is just growing so much. I used to be really bad at taking care of rubber plants. Most of the plants that we had before in my house before they all died, they were rubber plants, and they were ZZ plants. There were a bunch of Jeffreys, and I wasn't good at taking care of them because I needed to gain more experience. And now that I know, I can grow this plant now. Yeah, this is Alex. I love Alex. I love rubber plants. They require like barely any maintenance. I don't even water this plant that much because they say the soil should be pretty dry, but it's pretty semi-moist right now just because when I would leave my old rubber plants too dry, it would just die on me. So definitely this one, I'm being right spot on with how I water it. Usually I put my plants along the rim. I have all my other plants right here on this stool. I need a table because I have more plants that need places to live. I can't just put them here all the time. I just want to say that I know there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and it's hard for you guys. And it's hard to proceed in life in a positive way in how things are looking right now. But I just want to say that aside of all the horrible things that are going on in the world right now, and going around even outside of the United States, there's still joy in little places, and the little things matter. Whether it's going outside and getting some sunlight on your face, or reading a book, or writing a poem, or smiling and talking to your plants. It's just do something to proceed in a positive way as much as you can, because everybody deserves to be happy and joyful, even if it's just for a little bit. And I will send good spirits to everybody in the universe. I will do that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was nice to talk about my plants and how I care for them, and that you guys are interested in that too if you want to care for plants or have the plants that I have, because they are all really easy to care. They are all really easy to take care of. So I will link all of those plants below, and how to water them and how to get rid of bugs, etc., etc. So you guys can be plant moms and plant dads too. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go and enjoy my food. I've been on a diet. So much. I'm like actually dying right now. But like anything to be healthier, right? Bye!